Oh gosh, this is when I first started getting into using an STP. I was at the urinal feeling real bold, getting ready, and what's up guys, welcome back to another video. So I had you guys ask me some questions last week. I wanted to do another Q&A, and I usually do my Q&A questions from Instagram, but I wanted to give YouTube an opportunity to ask me some questions as well, because I figured you guys may have some different ones if you're not already on my Instagram. First, I wanted to say, I work as a car detailer, and some of the cars that we get sent to us, they're sold back to our dealership so that our dealership can resell them pretty much, kind of like an auction. Long story short, we found a bunch of basketball jerseys, and they're clearly from like middle school or high school teams, and I was like, those basketball shorts are kind of cool. So, you know me, I had to get a pair of them, so let me show you. Boom. Y'all, I'm so freaking small. This is a extra large youth size, and yes, I fit them, and I fit them pretty darn well. I'm a tiny guy, but sometimes I like being short, some days I don't. These are one of the days I like being short because I can fit into kids' clothes, so whatever. Before we get into it though, I noticed some of you guys like when I start my intro this way, so if you don't already know, my name's Kyle, aka Prince Kyle, don't forget it. And I have an Instagram as well as a TikTok where I share my female to male transition, as well as give tips to anybody that wants to hear about it. So, let's get into the video. So a lot of you guys had some really good questions. Honestly, some of them were pretty intelligent questions, and my brain doesn't function the best. So I'll be reading some of these questions and like my brain will just go, so bear with me. I'm doing this right off the bat. I didn't script it. I didn't like pre-write my answers or anything. Hi, I am a trans man myself, and I was wondering, do you recommend any exercises to have a more masculine appearance? So before I started transitioning, I knew I wanted a more masculine appearance, and I'm gonna do air quotes because there is no one way to look like a cis man. Cis men come in all shapes and sizes, but I would imagine what you mean by this is just like a more like stronger physique. So what I did to achieve that was just really focused on my upper body for a while. Growing up as a cis woman in high school, I played soccer, so I naturally had like very muscular legs, I guess, but my upper body, I had nothing was there. So I knew when I started transitioning, I wanted to kind of do the opposite, and I wanted my upper body to be bigger. And so what I did was I started doing a lot of calisthenics. If you don't know what calisthenics is, it's a type of training where it's a lot of like body weight exercises and stuff like that, and it's very, very good for your upper body because it takes and requires a lot of your upper body strength to achieve that type of exercise. So I got really big into calisthenics, and that's where a lot of my upper body strength came from. So a lot of the workouts that I would do is push-ups, pull-ups, and dips, and those were like my main focus because they could be done anywhere inside, at a playground, in a gym. So it was very, very easy to get a hold of the things I needed to get a hold of in order to do those workouts. The thing with working out your upper body is it gives the illusion that your lower body is slimmer or smaller, and typically cisgender men, their upper body is naturally bigger, giving them a triangle shape, and then it goes down into a V shape, and whereas women typically have more of an hourglass shape. So when you work out your upper body, it gives the illusion that your waistline is smaller than it may be. So I would suggest doing upper body workouts in order to give you a more masculine physique and appearance that you are probably trying to achieve. What did you think as a child you would be when you're older, and why? So I don't know if you mean by like careers, or if you mean like transition-wise, like being a man. If you mean career-wise, I wanted to be a police officer, but I just spit. But yeah, no, I don't want to be a police officer. Yeah, no. If you mean my transition, honestly, I didn't think I would be around long enough to have to decide what gender I was going to be. And it was because internally, I just knew that I may get a lot of negative feedback if I told people that I would prefer being a man. And so, yeah, I never really thought far enough to know what I wanted to do when I got older, because I didn't really think I would be older, if that makes sense. What surgeries did you have to go through? How pricey are they? And just what is the process? So I've only had top surgery. I have not had a hysterectomy yet. I do plan on it. And I haven't had bottom surgery yet. As for my top surgery was completely free. The only thing I had to pay for was the copay the day of the surgery, and that was like $60. So yeah, my top surgery was pretty much free. If you do not have insurance to go through, I've heard that it can range between $4,000 and $7,000.
Oh, hell no!
So I definitely do advise trying to get some type of insurance, because most insurance companies are pretty good with covering half or full price of top surgery. Do you ever get judged? Do I ever get judged? Funny you may ask. Yes, I get judged all the time. Like, I'm gonna just I'll leave all of these examples, but yes, I get judged on a daily basis. But I went into social media knowing that I was gonna get a lot of hate, and it is what it is. Like, I put myself out there, so it's expected to get some type of hate. I could be the perfect human being, and there's always gonna be somebody that has something to say. Do your friends like the boy you or the girl you? So my friends group has changed drastically. The people I hung out with in high school, they were my friends pre-transition, and then after I transitioned, I can't say that we're not friends because of the transition. I can't speak for them, and honestly, we just never had the conversation. But I will say, ironically, our friendships kind of came to an ending when I did begin transitioning. And it may just be coincidental, it may be because we just grew into adults and our friends group just kind of changed naturally, or it could have been because of my transition and they just didn't really know how to approach it or handle it, so they just kind of distanced themselves. I don't really know exactly, but my soul is the same. The only thing that has changed is the way I look, like my appearance. And if a friend was gonna judge me because my appearance changed, then they weren't really a friend to begin with. What was a before and an after? Yeah. Hey, love you, Kyle. How did you get past the hurt? I love you too. If you mean by my transition, I got past the hurt once I just accepted who I was, because the only reason I was so confused about it is because the outside world made me confused about it. But nobody knows me better than me, so once I got past that, I guess I was past the hurt. And then it only got easier from there, because the more I accepted myself, the more I was able to just allow things to happen naturally, and it wasn't forced. And so I guess it stopped hurting. Hey, I'm a trans masculine person and I'm about to get top surgery. I was wondering if you had any tips for how to survive the first week post-op. Love the work you do. Thanks in advance. You're welcome. And first I want to say congratulations. I don't know if you had the top surgery yet, because I did ask for these questions a week ago. Any advice post-op? Definitely just take your time. Do not rush the process. Let the healing happen slowly. Don't try and, I don't know if you work out, but don't try and work out too soon. Don't try and do anything extra too soon. If you have the family help, let them help you. Don't try and do everything by yourself. Just let everybody else help you. Relax. What was your celebrity crush growing up? Ariana Grande. She will be my celebrity crush till the day I die, and past that. When you came out, how hard was it? And did you feel fear? If so, how'd you overcome it? I'm a trans man, but I know how close-minded people in my family are, but at the same time, I'm sick of hiding who I am, not gonna lie. So when I came out, it wasn't hard, but it was hard. So it wasn't hard because I didn't get a lot of negative responses from it, but it was hard within myself because I made it hard by just not going through with it quicker. Like, I kept pushing it off because I was so scared of what people were gonna say, and I realized I was my worst enemy. Like, I was making it harder than it needed to be. So in reality, it's really not that hard. You just gotta be ready to do it. As a trans man myself, what's the most funniest, strangest thing that has ever happened to you ever since you transitioned? Love you, man. Stay cool. Thank you. Love you too, and stay cool as well. Oh gosh. I gotta say, one time I was in the men's bathroom. This is when I first started getting into using an STP. I was at the urinal, feeling real bold, getting ready, and it like slipped out of my hands. Thank God nobody was in there, because when I tell you I was so embarrassed, man, oh my God, so embarrassed. But yeah, nobody was in there, and God was really on my side, because I can't even imagine if somebody saw that. As someone with an online presence, how do you maintain your work-life balance? This is a good question. Excuse me. So I have a full-time job. I work as a car detailer, and my shift is pretty much from 8 to 5. I am always working. If I'm not working at my 9 to 5 job, then I'm working online through social media. I guess I just break it up by whatever the platform is. So for example, if it's something that doesn't take that much work, then I post more often. If it's something that takes a lot of work, for example YouTube, then I post less. So YouTube, I recently just went down to 1 video a week. So 1 video a week, I film between Monday and Wednesday. So it gives me from Thursday all the way to Sunday to edit. So usually Monday and Tuesday is my like game planning. And then Wednesday is when I film the video. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is the days where I can put like an hour aside to just editing and figuring out how I want to upload the video for Sunday. And then Sunday is a rest day where I don't do any YouTube besides upload it. TikTok, because it consists of like 10 seconds of my time per video. I mean, I'm not counting the like thought process behind how I'm gonna make the video, but the video itself, it takes all of 10 seconds. So I try and film a video for TikTok about 3 or 4 times a week. The lucky thing for my platform, I can't speak for other social media influencers platforms, but for mine, I have different followings on each platform. So although I have a lot of the same people within the platforms, I also have some people that are just strictly YouTube, some that are strictly TikTok, and some that are strictly Instagram. So the nice thing about that is that when I post a TikTok, I can also post that same TikTok on my YouTube Shorts and on my Instagram Reels, because I have pretty much new audience members from each platform who haven't seen it yet, even though I did post it on TikTok. So it's like I'm able to maintain all of my platforms with the same video. So that's the nice thing about that. And whenever I'm thinking of ideas for all of my social medias, I do it even during my regular job during the day. So on my lunch break, I also, because I work on cars, I can have headphones in, so I'll watch YouTube videos and like get inspired from other YouTubers who I'm subscribed to. The easiest part about it is I enjoy social media so much to where it doesn't really seem like a second job. Like, it's a lot easier because I actually enjoy it and it's not a chore. So yeah, I would say that's how I balance the two. That's all I have for you today. I love doing Q&A, so definitely don't hold back on your questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please like, comment, subscribe. We are almost at 14,000 subscribers, which is crazy. We are literally on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and we did it in such a short amount of time. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.